Hello. For here I'm going to graph r equals 1 plus 2 cosine theta. And I have a basic representation of the angles. As I'm putting these in, this 0 radians goes into cosine 0. This pi over 6 radians will go into cosine of pi over 6. This pi over 4 goes into for cosine pi over 4. It's what I've been doing with all of them. Let me show you step by step what's going on with that. So r equals 1 plus 2 cosine 0. We have that configuration down here. 1 plus 2 cosine 0. So we have 1 plus 2 cosine 0. This implies r is equal to 1 plus 2 because cosine of 0 is 1. This tells us that r is 3. So for here, when theta is 0, r is 3. And then I'm doing the same thing again. When theta is pi over 6, we have r equals 1 plus 2 times cosine of pi over 6. But cosine of pi over 6 is radical 3 over 2. Here the 2's simplify out, and we get 1 plus radical 3, which is about 2.73. So that's what I'm doing on all of these. Okay, and then when theta is pi over 4, cosine of pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2. And so this is 2.41. Cosine of pi over 3 is 1/2. 1/2 times 2 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Cosine of pi over 2 is 0. That makes this a 1. And then this will be a negative 1/2. So this is 1 minus 1, gives us 0. 3 pi over 4. Cosine of 3 pi over 4 is negative radical 2 over 2. So this turns into a 1 minus radical 2, which is a negative 0.41. Cosine of 5 pi over 6 is negative radical 3 over 2. And so we have 1 minus radical 3 over 2 times 2. The 2's simplify. We have negative 0.73. When cosine of pi is negative 1, so this turns into 1 minus 2, which is a negative 1. Cosine of 7 pi over 6 will be the same as 5 pi over 6. So this is negative 0.73. This will be negative 0.41. This will be 0. 1. Now this is positive, cosine of 5 pi over 3 is positive 1/2. 1/2 times 2 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 7 pi over 4 would be the same as 1 pi over 4. We get 2.41. And 11 pi over 6 would be the same value as pi over 6, which is 2.73. And then when we get back to the 2 pi, it would be the same as this value, 3. Okay. We're going from 0 up to 3, so that's how I will do my scaling. So since I go from a minimum, the R value minimum of 0 up to positive 3, that's why I'm going to number my scaling as this. So that when theta is 0, R is 3. Theta is pi over 6, R is a little bit less than 3. Pi over 4, about a little less than 2.5. Pi over 3, we have 2. Pi over 2, we have 1. 2 pi over 3, we have 0. 3 pi over 4, we have negative 0.41, which is the same thing as this at a positive 0.41. 5 pi over 6, negative 0.73. Negative pi is a positive pi is a negative 1. Seven pi over 6, 0.73. 5 pi over 4, 0.41. 4 pi over 3 is 0. Better draw some of these dots. Three pi over 2 is 1. And this would be reflexive about the x-axis because cosine is an even function. So this should mirror just on the other side. 5 pi over 3 is 2. 7 pi over 4 is 2.41. Then pi over 6 is 2.73. And then back to the horizontal axis. Something like that. Okay. So here I'm going to graph r equals 2 minus 4 sine theta. When theta is 0, sine of 0 is 0. So this is a 2. When theta is pi over 6, this is the same thing as 2 minus 4 times 1/2. Okay, that's 2 minus 2, which is 0. Then when we have pi over 4, we have 2 minus 4 times sine of pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2. Sine of pi over 3 is radical 3 over 2. Sine of pi over 2 is 1. This would be 2 plus 2, which is 4. And then when I get to 2 pi, it'll be the same thing as up in here. Okay. So our domain, we're looking at going from 0 to 6. And so each of these increments will be a 1 unit increment. So when theta is 0, r is 2. Theta is pi over 6, r is 0. Better pencil this in now so that I just going to kind of curve in. Pi over 4 is negative 0.83. Pi over 3, negative 1.46. Pi over 2, negative 2. Two pi over 3, negative 1.46. Three pi over 4, negative 0.83. 5 pi over 6 is back to the origin, or the pole. When theta is pi, r is 2. Seven pi over 6, r is 4. 5 pi over 4, r is 4.83. 4 pi over 3, 5.46. 3 pi over 2, it's at 6. And then it repeats. Thank you very much. Please go to tutoring.